Every economy is made up of just four parts. How much normal people spend, personal consumption, that's about 70% of US GDP. Business investment, 16%. Net trade, exports minus imports, that's a negative number, -4, because we have such a big trade deficit. And the rest, about 20, is government spending. So we have three options on how we can go forward. The first option is austerity now, what the Tea Party wants. Well, we have a $16 trillion economy. Our budget deficit's $1.3 trillion. If you balance the budget, then overnight we have a $14.7 trillion economy. But if the government spends $1 trillion less, millions, if not tens of millions of Americans will lose their jobs. So consumption will drop and business investment will drop, and we immediately spiral into a Great Depression. That's the worst possible option. The second option is to do what Japan has done for the last 22 years. Have very big budget deficits, waste all the money on making work projects, paving the Japanese countryside with cement. Japan's taken its government debt from 60% of GDP to 240% of GDP. This is going to have a bad ending sooner or later. But this is what the US is doing now. This is the second option. Big budget deficits, wasting the money on too much consumption and war. So we have a third option. That would last for another 5 to 10 years, and then we'll collapse into a new depression. So the third option is to learn from Japan's mistakes, to understand that our crisis is going to go on for decades, not just a couple more years, and develop a sensible plan on how to spend the trillions of dollars that we are going to spend anyway. We're going to spend this money one way or the other. It's just a matter of, do we waste it, or do we invest it in a wise way that restructures our economy and ensures our continued global economic dominance? If we invest aggressively in 21st century industries on a very big scale, then, as I've said, we can generate new products to sell, new industries to tax. No, and I'm not talking about investing in solar panel companies. I'm talking about carpeting the Nevada desert with hundreds of thousands of American-made solar panels and building a grid coast to coast to transmit the electricity on, and transitioning the automobile industry from gasoline burning to electric burning, and making batteries that make cars go 70 miles an hour for a very long time. And once we've done that over a 10-year period at the cost of about $1 trillion, then we can end our dependence on foreign oil, and the government can tax the domestically generated electricity in year 11, 12, 13, and for the next 10,000 years, we will have free, eternal, limitless energy. The cost of energy to the private sector would drop roughly 75%, and that would unleash a wave of private sector innovation, in itself generating another 30 years of prosperity.